We are now absolutely perfect.
We are now gays, we are now gays, we are now gays.
I have to buy a pass so that I don't have to get out of the car when driving on French motorways.
No.
What's
Find
that?
your own security question. Yes.
What are you
Spam
setting
the
it as?
keyboard.
Yeah.
It did sound like he was just rolling on the keyboard.
I mean, basically. And I can show you the security question because that's not. I don't know why I haven't just copy pasted the text, to be perfectly honest.
How long did it take me to defecate yesterday?
Way
Is
too
that your
long,
question?
bitch.
No, click the link.
Oh, let me have a look.
I am a sexy bitch. I just installed the full creators update on my Surface Pro and it took fucking hours.
Yes. Even on SSDs it takes forever.
Took fucking hours.
Hit shit dick.
Good thing I didn't need to use. Good thing I just have it idle next to on my desk right now.
Previous
Didn't
address.
need to actually use it.
What do you mean previous address?
Because I haven't been here for more than 3 years, apparently they need 2 addresses.
I am a knobby
bank
bitch.
details.
Okay, Mantis, we have... would you like to add anything else to the agenda before we begin? Shall I tell you what we have?
Yes.
We have funny celebrity deaths. We have Dark Flare doing a not nice poo.
Ooh.
We have the Pogues jelly voice.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
What else should go on the list
alright,
today?
you need to adjust the order because the Pogues clearly needs to go right after celebrity deaths.
Right before, you mean?
Or it doesn't matter. Next to the
Okay,
celebrity
I'll
deaths
just-
and Pogues need to go next to each other because obviously I'm going to talk about Kirsty McCall
Okay.
dying.
Alright.
Kirsty McCall from the Pogues dying.
It's not funny. It actually really wasn't funny when you
It
told
wasn't.
me.
I know it wasn't funny. I agreed with you. It was fucking horrendous, dude.
Yeah. Would anybody else like to add anything to the docket?
The chit.
The what?
The chit.
I would like to not have to supply the French government with my bank account details.
Give them fake details. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I mean, I could just put somebody else's in. 'Cause
This is what you do. Look for any advert for a credit card and just use the details on the example credit card that they have in the picture. I'm going to see what example details.
credit cards
Yeah,
don't
you do
have
that and
account
get
numbers
yourself
on.
flagged. Yeah, you get yourself flagged up.
Okay, let's see what it says on the first image result that has a readable one. Okay, the first result is by the name of Vijay Kumar.
That's hilarious.
It's
It's
not
a guy
really.
with a fucking Indian name.
It's
Isn't that funny,
literally
dude?
it's literally just first
Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding.
result. Yeah.
I think it's VJ anyway. By the way,
Yeah.
Vajazzle.
There's a very boring one here by the name of Card Holder.
That's fucking shit.
Wow, Vijay Kumar appears on a card 5 more cards along as well, with a different number.
Oh,
What a madman.
What else have we got?
you should give your address to the French government as 123 Fake Street, much like Bart Simpson did.
There must be a 123 Fake Street in
I
America.
think so.
Hang on, let me look it up.
Or you could give Chandler Bing's address as
Whose?
one.
Sorry, whose?
Chandler Bing.
No,
Is
whose?
Chenandla Bong.
Yeah, that's
Chandler Bong's address of Yemen Road, Yemen.
right. Yemen Road, Yemen.
Yeah. It's his fake address he gives to Janice just before he gets on the plane to somewhere
Okay,
that isn't
so
Yemen.
there are 4 listed addresses in America, if I include Canada in America. Including one of them called Telephone Phishing Scam Limited, Telecommunication Service Provider 123 Fake Street.
Lol.
So I'm guessing that's not what. We've also got CIF Uniform Service, we've got the IWWC Wellness Centre, and Leland's World.
Ooh.
Don't listen, please, because I'm typing in my account number.
Leland's World has an amazing picture for it. There it is.
Hang on. Is this some guy's house or something? It's called Leland's World. I bet you £1 million.
Yeah.
It is. He's like, yo, I'm on Google Maps, bitch.
I don't like the fact that his sports bottle at the back is just left open.
This isn't 123 Fake Street anyway. This is actually St Clair Crossing or Green Rose Lane.
Busted. Absolutely busted.
Busted to fucking shit, dude. I'm gonna report this. Someone's
how
rated
does he
it
play
5
pool
stars. From
Look at-
Boone Vito has rated it.
What does it say?
Look at the left side of that table. There can only be like 2 feet between the table and the wall.
Yeah.
What a shit pool table, mate.
Right. So.
Just needs to go and have a quick shit. BRB.
What, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your phone number is in the wrong... Well, it's not. Username needs to be at least 6 characters. Fuck off. How about that? That's 6 characters. Have you played any flight simulators in VR yet?
No. I if I'm going to play a flight sim in VR, I want to play a dogfighting game.
Yeah, it's a DCS.
Space dogfighting game.
So Eve Valkyrie.
No, probably just anything else.
Well, there aren't, Elite.
Well, okay, first of all, Well, Elite, yeah, I mean, it's already cheaper than Valkyrie. Do you know how much Valkyrie is?
Like 55 quid or something.
It's a bold
fine.
move, CCP. Let's see if it pays off. Oh, wait, no, you
Cool
canned your
move.
entire VR department.
Yeah, I mean, the best game I've played by far, though, is Super Hot VR.
That's £25 now for Valkyrie, but I'm still not going to buy it because it's nothing special according to any of the reviews.
But yeah, Super Hot.
Yeah,
like,
Gen App owns that game. He must have a headset.
Oh, yeah, he's got a Rift, hasn't he? But yeah, Super Hot. Like, because time only moves when you're moving,
I've
it
played
works
Super
really
Hot,
well for
yeah.
VR. Yeah, so like I find myself moving a little bit slowly in VR because I'm very aware that I could just twat something off a shelf.
How big's your room that you play it in?
It claims to be optimal size. but-
Cupboard.
Yeah. It claims to be optimal size, but I was a bit leerier yesterday than usual because I had a friend round, so they
So you were
can point
showing
out
off.
If you, well, no, they can point out if you're about to have a problem. And had he not told me, I would have hit my head on the desk. So
What were you doing on the floor?
in the H3 VR with all the guns and stuff, there's a anti-material sniper rifle with a bipod on. And there's a desk in the game, and you put the bipod on the desk, and I thought I was in the middle of the room, but turns out I wasn't. That's the biggest problem I have is not knowing where the doozies I am.
This is why I think that there are some brilliant games that we could have with augmented reality in the future as well.
Yeah.
That's going to be what makes people actually use it, is AR, not VR. But
Yeah.
VR will still be a thing.
Well, that Microsoft table thing, Microsoft coffee table that things come out of.
They've got Microsoft Coffee. Yeah, their marketing department. Like, what should we name it? What about the Microsoft Coffee table that things come out of?
Yeah. I mean, it's accurate.
You know something that they haven't done for a while on Steam that's really sad, or something that that has been changed for a while, is you can't purchase games and store them in your inventory.
Oh.
You have to either have it for yourself or you have to gift it immediately. You cannot store for later in your inventory as an item.
Realise that. Somebody else could buy it and send it to you, and you then store it, couldn't you?
I mean, for instance, like I've got 2 spare copies of Gunpoint in here because
Like bum.
when it's £2 on sale and you love it so much, you just want to like get some extra copies just for the sake of it.
Do you?
What
I want to
Gunpoint?
get shit.
That was
I don't buy fucking extra copies.
Well, you
of
can't now
No.
anyway. That's what I was just saying.
Well, I don't think
Bitch.
anybody does. I think
I did.
I've you.
I've got a remaining copy of Guns of Icarus online. You know, that brilliant game we played.
That was a bit of a laugh. That game.
Yeah,
Blackquake
for a
I had
bit.
fun.
Good.
Had fun.
You
I've
played
got-
Blackquake.
I've still got
Comes of Icarus.
I've still got a copy of Prison Architect if anybody would like one.
I would like that because I don't have it.
Yeah, I'll send it. It's a
I'd
good
play
game.
it,
It's a
bitch.
really solid, good game. I'll send it to you now.
Cool, thank you. Oh, well, let's see what I've got as well. Actually,
Well,
I've got a copy of GTA San Andreas.
I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. I'm not after an exchange.
Okay.
I've just had it for. I've had this copy for about 3 years.
Have you,
Right,
have
what
you played
gifts have I
this? Play this.
There you go. Oh, what's this?
What
is
gifs
this, is
have I
this a video?
I've
It
got
is
a
a
copy
video.
of Portal, just like every other
Yeah, I've got 2 copies
fucking
of
user
Portal.
on Steam. I've got 2
Oh,
invalid
I've seen
copies
this.
of Air Mech 2 now as well.
What do you mean invalid copies?
It says Air Mech 2 no longer valid.
Oh, look, it was a limited time thing. I've got 2 copies of
Dunno.
Gunpoint. I've got 2 copies of
Huh.
Portal. I've got 2 copies of Space Chem, and I've got possibly the biggest
I don't have
gem.
Space Chem either.
You don't have Space Chem?
No.
It's amazing. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Got Armageddon 1 and 2.
Carmageddon.
San Andreas. The new Carmageddon's quite good. I've got a gift copy of Half-Life 2.
Nobody hasn't got that now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I just
I
noticed
gifted it
that
to
your
someone, but it's not gone.
name is Kyle at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And for any of our massive audience of listeners, I'll include a link to Kyle
Are
at
you
Taco
fucking
Bell.
recording already?
Of course I'm
I didn't even
recording.
realise. What point did we start recording then?
Before we were looking at Leland's World.
Oh, fucking hell.
And
Can
pro-
expect this a lot through the podcast, is me not realising that we're on air.
So that's the marker, obviously, that we'll all be able to see exactly how your mannerisms change between when you think nobody's
Yeah.
listening and when you think people might be. Right. Well, yesterday, Dark, we were talking about the Pogues because Amanda, what did you say? You said something about the Pogues, and I said that it's the only song I'm aware of where the version where they fully play on the radio a song where somebody calls somebody else a faggot.
I think
in an
I called you
offensive
a
way.
faggot, and that's why we're talking about it. I've been talking about the Pogues quite a lot, and also I've had that tune in my head quite a lot. The Pogues is by far the biggest earning Christmas song as well.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
In this country, it is. Or well, okay, actually that might be wrong, but it is the song that generates the most royalties.
Because it's just got a higher per play deal or something. Because I'm sure more
I don't know.
copyrighted songs get played than that
It
one.
might be the most played as well, but it's certainly the most profitable for Shane MacGowan
Yeah.
from the Pogues.
Does he get double now? Now that
I don't know,
somebody
dude.
else isn't receiving royalties for it.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know whether he even gets anything. I don't know whether he actually earns anything from it. I would assume so.
And something I didn't understand at the time was when you said that Shane MacGowan has a jelly voice.
Maybe he spends it all on teeth, on new teeth every year.
What do you mean? Has he
He
got no
lost all his
teeth?
teeth, and then he now has a set of fake teeth, except for one gold tooth, which he insisted on.
What? It's like a real tooth
And it's changed
that's
the.
plated in gold.
Oh, it's just a gold tooth.
Okay.
And it's changed the sound of his voice, so he can't really sing the song properly anymore.
It doesn't sound like he can
Or at
sing it
least he doesn't
properly in
sound
the
like a
song to
massive
begin
drunk-
with.
Well, exactly, because he was a complete, he was just completely drunk and didn't have any teeth.
Apparently, there's 13 rock songs that the radio edit has swearing in.
It's just
Pretty interesting.
you would think that calling somebody a faggot in a song that you play on the radio is like a bit different to just straight swearing in a song. Does "Killing in the
Yes.
Name of" count as a Christmas song?
No,
Well,
it doesn't. It doesn't because it wasn't written. A Christmas song has to be written, or
It has to be Christmassy
it
as
has
well.
to be
Yeah, but-
Christmassy in content or in theme or something related to Christmas.
Mhm.
Like Die Hard is a Christmas film
Yeah.
because it is set at Christmas time.
but
Yeah.
if a man that you've
Killing in the
memed
Name
into the
of was
White
just-
House,
Killing in
if
the
that
Name-
counts.
Killing in the Name of was just a song that they happened to vote for #1 around Christmas.
Yeah, but so is Donald Trump.
I don't follow.
Well, Donald Trump was memed into the White House, and Killing in the Name of was memed into the Christmas #1.
Okay.
Please don't ever say that something was memed into the White House again.
He was.
Well, I think it's a little bit more complicated than that.
No.
Oh, well, apparently
Okay,
not.
alright.
Next topic.
In an IRC channel I was in, there was two Americans having a proper massive barney about Trump. Like one of them talking about all the things that he's achieved that he said he was going to do, and the other one being like, "Yeah, but he's a horrible person."
He's a fucking
And
retard.
I wrote, "Trump is a fat bitch with a small dick," and then they stopped talking.
Maybe they should. Maybe he could also compare all the things that Trump said he would do and hasn't done as
Yeah.
well, like save people's jobs at that fucking Ford plant he went round.
To be fair, I don't really
Blue
want
smoke
to
everyone's-
talk about Donald
No, I
Trump
don't
on the
either.
podcast.
I don't either. Let's not do that. Not do that. Also, because all three of us are pretty much in agreement that we don't like him and think he's a cunt.
So it's
So
pointless.
it wouldn't be that good.
It's a short discussion.
We have to have a topic of conversation where we hate each other about it. Is that what you're saying?
No, but that would be good. We have to get into a massive argument on the podcast at some point.
What? So to the point where one of us disconnects.
It would be me or you.
Thanks. Oh, but that's true, isn't it? Because
Yes.
Dark Flare does that thing where he's just massively obstinate about the argument,
Yeah.
like a
And it would
brick.
be me. It would be me. It would be me disconnecting over me not being able to get through to you.
Me.
It wouldn't be. Yeah, it wouldn't. It's not likely to be me and Dark arguing with each other. I expect.
Well, let's put it to the test. Do you want to tell Dark how what was her name died?
Kirsty McCall from the
Kirsty
Pogues.
McCall from the Pogues.
Davina
The one
McCall.
who indeed calls the jelly voiced man a faggot in the song.
Why is he got a jelly voice?
Because he sings like that.
Really fat wobbly jelly.
Yeah.
I don't really understand where jelly comes from, but
I
it
don't
seems like
know.
a good word.
You don't
for
understand
it.
where jelly comes from.
No, that's not what I said.
That is what you said.
I
That's
don't-
word for word what you said.
You
Is
did
this
say
our
that,
argument?
to be fair. You did say that.
Okay. So do you want to tell Dark how
Alright.
How
Okay, alright.
she
So,
died?
It's actually really bad. It's
It
not
is
funny
really
at all.
bad.
We were laughing when Fant and I were laughing.
Oh, it's really
when
bad.
we
It's not
talked
funny
about
at all.
it, but it's
We were
just-
laughing.
No, I know, but for whatever reason, we were laughing. It's not funny. She was killed, so she was on a family holiday in Mexico, and she was run over by a speedboat and decapitated.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, fucking hell, dude.
Grief.
It's run over by some Mexican millionaire who decided to drive his speedboat around the area where people were
Through her
snorkeling. Yes, and apparently she died. I think we were talking about that before because
This recently? Or...
no, it's 2004, I think. Because out of the two Pogues, it would be more likely that Shane MacGowan, who's been a long-term alcoholic for many, 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 many years, he's still alive, and obviously Kirsty McCall isn't, and that's
Is
kind
he
of
a keen
surprising.
snorkeler?
He's not a keen snorkeler. Well,
Yeah.
he could be actually. Don't know.
He
And
doesn't
then
snorkel
then
underneath
I
Mexicans.
and then I thought that somebody, and I was wrong. I thought that somebody from the Wurzels had died crashing into a tractor. That's not funny.
It turns out one of the Wurzels did die though, but it wasn't funny or interesting. He was driving home from a gig and he flipped his car going around a roundabout. I don't know how you'd do that,
No.
really, but
They
So
expect
that's how
going
one of
around
the
a
Wurzels-
roundabout quickly.
Who it was? The person who I was thinking that wasn't one of the Wurzels.
it was.
It wasn't.
It
No, the
was.
person who got killed with tractor. It was the
That's not
ELO cellist, Mike Edwards,
Oh right.
who, let's have a look. What did he do?
Crashed into a tractor.
Yeah.
Well, sort of.
Sort of.
What did he do? He was killed instantly when a 600-kilogram bale rolled down from a field and landed
Fucking-
on his van
Fuck.
near Totnes in Devon.
Totnes.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
a little bit Final
It's always
Destination. That isn't it?
Devon, where this weird shit happened. Devon's a weird county.
Yeah.
So it's the southwest. Got the Wurzels dying. I died.
Wait. Where did one of the Wurzels die? Was it in? Was it in the
Probably
west?
It probably wasn't in the southwest.
You're
The
just
Wurzels
saying
are
that
from
because
the-
they sang
the
about
Wurzels are from
combine
the south-
harvesters.
Yeah, but they're from the southwest. So,
Oh, surprise, surprise.
yeah. Why else do you think they sing about Scrumpy in every single song? They're not from the southwest.
do they say Scrumpy in every song?
I don't know. I don't know.
You can look them
I
up
think
on
it's a recurring
genius.com
theme.
and see if any of them have commented on
Should
the
we?
song.
Was a
They won't be
Wurzels
on
song-
genius.com.
was a Wurzels song that isn't
Combine Harvester.
Yeah, I know. I want one that isn't Combine Harvester. I
Let's
know
have a
for a
look.
fact that song isn't about Scrumpy. It is,
Ooh.
in fact, about
Welcome to the
Combine
Wurzel world, thewurzels.com. I'm not going to click
Okay.
on that. I'm going to click on the Wikipedia article to find their discography.
Go on
Their
Discogs.
second single was called Scrumpy and Western.
Yeah.
First one was called Drink Up Thy
And what do you
Cider.
think they're drinking? Okay. Scrumpy.
Next one was called Champion Dung Spreader. I wish I was back on the farm. All over Mendip.
Lol.
Don't tell I, tell E. Up the clump.
Don't know what that means.
Don't know what that means. Ferry to Glastonbury. Poor, poor farmer. Little darling. Drink up thy cider. Reissue. 8 years later. Due to popular
Okay.
demand, obviously. Little darling. The Wurzels, UK singles. That was Adge Cutler and the Wurzels. That was their singles to begin with. But-
Adge Cutler was the guy who died.
Oh, when did he die?
I don't know.
Okay. Wurzels UK. Really, I'm not reading all these because there's about 40 releases here. Combine Harvester was the second one.
The Wurzels play every year, I think, in Exeter. But I managed to not see them while I was there.
The Tractor Song / Funky Farmyard. I'll never get a scrumpy here. You don't get drunk on a Saturday. I am a cider drinker. A little drop of homemade wine. In 1995, they released a song called "I Want to Be an Eddie Stobbart Driver."
They're just scraping the barrel at this point.
Oh,
aren't they?
no pun intended.
What? Is that a song they...
No.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing. One of their albums was called "The Wurzels Are Scrumptious." They also released an album in 2006 called "Top of the Crops."
Of course they did.
That's funny, though.
And an album in 2010 called "A Load More Bullocks." Lovely. That's fantastic. Oh dear. Right. Well, had a selection of videos that you definitely haven't seen that I want to show you.
Okay.
Let me just choose to see which of them I think would be.
What happens if I've seen one of them?
Then I don't know. Hadn't thought that far ahead.
And we're fucking dead.
I mean, you promised me that I definitely haven't seen.
Can we move on to the next video in the selection that we haven't seen?
That's this one. All right. Say when.
I just meant the broken promise.
This
really.
is Man Gets Thunderstruck.
Okay.
Say when.
Ready?
Is this the one where where the man's girlfriend has lightning strike close to her? It turns out that video is fake. But
No,
then
it's
the
not.
man's voice
No,
suddenly sounds like he's trying to fucking
Do a really
sound
bad
like
impression.
Shane MacGowan.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay,
Yeah.
ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ah, fucking hell!
It's a bit perfect, isn't it?
Good.
Thoroughly twatted.
Well, if you want to see somebody else getting hit with something, then
Okay.
do I have a video for you? This one's called "Hey, Can You Throw Me Another Capri Sun?" Can you say when?
Hang on.
The first frame's amazing.
I am ready.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Any comment?
No.
I don't
We
know.
need to watch longer videos so we've got more to talk about. 'Cause, I mean, this
All
is a
right.
good video.
Well, in which case I do
It
have
was
the
It
one.
was a really good video.
I
but
do have the
it's
one
only
that
4
we
seconds.
will talk about while we watch.
Okay.
In that case, there we go.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready? It's called "I Want to Be a Sofa: My Weird Addiction."
Yeah.
I want to be a sofa.
Imagine if it was a Geordie. Are you ready, Dark?
Yeah.
Is that really? You didn't sound too sure.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering what behaviours I shouldn't attempt when wanting to become a sofa.
Okay. Well, maybe you can tell us as you
Let's
watch this.
watch it
Maybe I'll
and
get some
find out.
ideas. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Is this a Channel 4 program?
I think it's an American program.
Okay.
This is
That
obviously a
title
3
screen
minute.
is amazing.
My name is Olympia.
That's a drag queen.
No, clearly no. It's Olympia.
It's something I've just loved doing all my life.
Is this furniture thing separate from her drag, or is
Yes, it is
part of
separate.
it?
It's unrelated to the drag.
Okay, all right.
Good question, though.
I think that she's taking the piss with this a little bit. What's around her neck, by the way?
I don't know.
The wooden thing. Day-to-day activity. I think this is actually Chris Lilly from Angry Boys and Summer Heights High. This is just one of his other characters. Because I don't. Are they all drag queens?
Taking on the roles of various pieces of furniture. Well, we live in a very small apartment. I just don't understand how she thinks I don't know. I don't think she has no idea. I am very aware of this. I don't want to say sickness, hobby, perhaps. When you're standing with a lampshade on your head, that's not conspicuous.
I can't explain it. I don't expect you to understand it. I just fucking love it.
Fair dues, mate. I'm cool with that.
I'm fairly certain that this is a joke.
I think this is a fucking joke. Yeah.
It's getting to the point now where it's really affecting. You know, I don't know how I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, what is that
What's
thing?
that? A fan?
No, a washing machine.
Ah, no. The washing machine doesn't go to side to side, dude.
It does if it's the door opening.
I can see
Oh, okay.
I'm yet to bring this to her attention though. I'm worried about what it would be like for our relationship if I brought this up with her. So as of right now, she doesn't know that I'm aware of
I mean, if you look at the name of the channel, you'll get a pretty big clue.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I brought you here today. I just, I have something to tell you, Nova. It's kind of a big deal, I suppose.
What is
The
that thing around the
necklace
neck
is so
meant to
fucking
be?
deep.
It looks like Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Addicted to cleaning furniture.
Wow, what a massive surprise, dude. This is a sketch. Just a straight up.
It's a good sketch, though. I knew you'd like this because
I think it's
I know
funnier 'cause
I know that
she's
you
got
like.
an Australian
I know that
accent.
you're a big fan of RuPaul.
Yeah, I am. RuPaul's
Okay.
Drag Race.
Jen has been watching RuPaul's Drag Race like every minute that she's in the living room for the last like months.
There are 9 seasons of it, dude.
I swear to God, it just never ends.
Or maybe 7 seasons. No, 9 seasons.
She's on like the bloody behind the scenes bollock program.
I think you mean RuPaul's Drag Race Untucked.
Yeah.
Untucked? So is it actually called Untucked?
Yeah.
No
Brilliant.
way.
It's a brilliant name.
Absolutely amazing.
My up next from that video is My Strange Addiction compilation.
Well, problem is I have seen some of those, and they don't just do, oh, this is my addiction, and then cut to something funny. What they do is they spend like 10 minutes on that person doing a sum up of the whole episode, which isn't really what you want from compilation. You want fast, you want no
You know
context.
why? You know
What's
that's why
the-
it's 10 minutes.
Why?
Because at 10 minutes you get more money from YouTube.
Isn't that a myth at the
This
moment
is
with the
8
current
minutes,
algorithm?
13.
Yeah,
No,
see,
you can
Amantis,
have- you
in
can
your
have
face.
Is it
two-
really a myth?
No,
Well,
it's
it
not.
didn't
You can
used
have-
to be.
You can have an advert in the middle if it's over. I think it's like 11 minutes or something. You can
Okay,
have
I mean they wouldn't be able to with this because it's copyrighted content. That'll be on the Content ID
Yeah,
system, surely, so it'll be
can you explain
unmonetized.
what's happened here?
Let's have a look.
Yes. What are we doing?
What is that?
How do I get the
That's a
ping back
bit
when
weird.
someone posts something? Oh, well, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's incredible. All right, well, I'm guessing that in spite of making you both aware for perhaps at least let's charitably say 4 weeks, neither of you has any videos that you'd like us to watch.
This shouldn't come as a surprise because you're the one organising this, and Dark and I have put 0 thought into doing this apart from turning up.
Well, would you
So-
like to watch a fail video then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
bear
mean,
with
if
me.
you want, I can press the history button on my YouTube.
It's not gonna. It's not gonna be good, is it? All right, cool. We have a.
Something about what I watch.
Yeah, but it's gonna be chaff in between everything good, isn't it? Like everybody's.
We
I didn't
Entries
mean to
history.
go through literally the entire history. Like today, I watched this while having a shit, and then
Do you actually watch YouTube videos while having a shit?
yeah,
Dude.
I've got a mate who says
He watches
can't because
RuPaul.
He can't look at. Yeah. He says he can't look at people's faces while he's doing a poo.
What you mean? Completely the opposite of a dog, then?
Yeah. Apparently, if you look away from them, they stop looking at you. It's because they want you to be like looking
That's
out for danger and shit.
That's a
so
bit.
they're
That's a
staring at
bit.
you.
That's a. If you them looking away while you look away is a bit like does the light in the fridge go off when you close the
Yeah.
door, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can test that though.
Yeah, with a handy science
You can test
experiment.
this as well with a camera. But apparently, it's because they're like, well, why aren't you looking for danger? I'm doing the poo. You keep an eye out.
Well, since when does having a shit stop you from looking around anyway? Why doesn't
It probably only gives you 270
the
degrees
guy
of vision,
you
though.
can have- if both
Not
of
an
you look
owl.
out for stuff, and the guy having a shit looks it forwards, and the guy in front of the guy, the guy looks past him, behind the guy having a shit, then you have full 360 coverage.
So you're
I mean,
saying
you
that
can't really turn around while you have this shit.
You can't turn around. It would be weird.
You can-
You'd
well, dogs
shit
can
where-
because
you'd
they're not-
shit, like somewhere you didn't intend to.
like
Dogs-
where?
like
Like,
dogs
now,
should
if we're talking about it being a
shoes.
dog, then the ground. It doesn't matter which way you're facing, does it? You could swivel.
Yeah, but you'd swing. Well,
You
Yeah,
could
but you
swivel.
shit on the floor instead of in your litter tray.
No, we're talking about a dog.
Story.
Well, what the fuck? I don't know. I've never had a dog. Do dogs not have litter trays?
No.
Not really.
Okay,
Didn't
alright.
you know, what?
Where do they shit?
Outside when you take them for a
Outside?
walk.
Yeah.
They're not
so-
allowed to shit at all. Okay, alright.
Well, you
Well,
won't let them in the
they're allowed to
garden.
shit outside.
I don't fucking know, dude.
I mean, they
I don't
just-
believe you. How old are you?
I don't have a dog. I've never had a dog in my entire
just
life.
sit
Well,
the back
neither have
door.
I.
Gets to the back
Well,
door and she goes, "Oh, I need."
Apparently,
a
I'm
poo."
completely ignorant on the day-to-day.
Have you never seen
life of
somebody
dogs,
taking a
dude.
dog for a walk?
Have you
I'm
ever
aware
seen
that
dogs
dogs
shit in
have
a
a
litter
shit
tray?
when they go on a walk, okay? I know, I get that, right? I get that. I didn't realise that no dogs had litter trays for
Have
if
you
they
not
need a shit
noticed?
and they're not on a walk.
Like a distinct lack of litter trays in houses that have dogs.
Apparently, no, I've not noticed that.
Amazing.
In related events, my dog ate a load of grass because it didn't feel well, and then it did a poo. But the poo, like the end of the poo, had grass coming out of it, like the last bit of poo. So there was still grass inside the poo and inside my dog, but there was no more poo inside the dog. So there was nothing to really get leverage on pushing out. So it was just this poo hanging by a piece of grass from her ass,
Oh.
swinging around. Like, as soon as she noticed it was there, she went mental and started running around, and flapping around, hitting her backside.
Was the sorry, I don't think I'm asking this, but I have to know. Was the grass like really smeary and nasty?
No, it was kind of
Fresh?
Does it look edible?
Could it be?
I'd have to be pretty desperate. I mean, you have to be pretty desperate to eat grass in the first place. With grass that has come out of your dog.
Does a dog eat it again? They do that sometimes, don't they?
I don't think Dark Plaid pulled it out and then laid it out before the dog, saying, "Go on then."
Because that's essentially what cows do. Because cows essentially digest grass
Yeah.
multiple times.
They don't
Yeah.
eat their
They don't
own
poo it out,
feces,
do
though,
they?
do they?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
That's
put it out in
rabbits.
between.
Well,
Is
but
it?
cow poo.
Yeah,
is
rabbits
like a
eat
salad
their
for a
own.
dog.
If you eat the rabbit poo you see that's in like balls that looks ironically like Nesquik cereal, is the one that they don't eat again.
Huh.
It's clumpy and
Are all the
bumpy.
other ones
when-
really sloppy and horrible?
But,
I hate
apparent-
to be an animal.
but apparently delicious.
Shit the whole time.
My dog's never eaten her shit. She eats cat shit and cow shit.
Cat shit is the most horrible thing ever,
Rubbish.
dude.
It
Why would you-
is.
Oh my
Fully
goodness!
is.
I need to tell you this story. When I was in school,
Okay.
when we had our cat, the cat, we didn't have a litter tray because he always went outside for that through the cat flap. He just always went outside. But if we ever accidentally locked Thomas in the house, obviously he'd panic and take a dump somewhere
You
inside
name your
the
cat
house.
Thomas.
Yes.
Like
And-
Tom and Jerry.
So we would know because if we ever came back and we'd locked him in, we'd open the door and he would shoot out and run away, and we'd be like, "All right, the game's on. Time to find desperately where this turd is."
Oh.
And one day we went. The smell always hit you like a wall because obviously it was uncovered. And one day we went in and he rushed out and the smell hit us like a wall, and we could smell it. It was really strong through the house, but we couldn't find it. We couldn't find it for about 2 hours, and then the smell went away. Later
Okay.
on, the same day in the evening, I was sat at the family computer, and I picked up a Beano that I had on the floor, and it was adhered to the floor. Thomas had taken a runny dump on the floor and then pulled a copy of the Beano over the top of it.
Oh.
Well, when
He
we had
tried.
Dennis-
He
when we had
tried,
Dennis,
to his
if
credit.
he would do this deliberately though. I think
Dennis.
just to make a point.
I remember his
that
face from the
maybe we
pictures. He
hadn't-
always looked like he's angry. It looked like he was angry at you.
Maybe he hadn't. Maybe he was making a point that we hadn't cleaned his list of tree enough to his liking or something. I don't know. But whenever, if we
Do
went
it in the
out,
Nesquik cereal
maybe
box.
not even necessarily if we went out. If we left a bedroom door open, he would shit on the bed. He would shit on the fucking bed, and it was the worst thing ever. And so all of our beds have been shat on by Dennis. Once I had a friend round, and I obviously forgot to tell them to shut the door, otherwise the cat will shit on the bed. So I think my parents were away, and this must have been about a week later. I went into my sister's room where my friend was staying before, and there was shit and piss on the bed, and it was all dried up by this point, but it was just horrendous. It was just fucking horrendous. So I had to go and take the duvet to be washed and shit.
That's
That's my
horrible.
Dennis story. Also, when his if his litter tray was, if he'd already done a shit in his litter tray and he deemed it too messy to use, he would just shit outside his litter tray in the front. He would go in the litter tray head first with his arse hanging out of the front, and then he would shit on the floor.
Just like me.
Yes.
Tell you what, for the same reasons, thank goodness, there's the bath's next to the toilet.
No.
No.
Because you wipe back to front.
That's a story for another day.
I like back to front.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Do you want to talk about this now? Or do we actually want to talk about this another day?
Do we save this comedy gold for later?
Okay.
I mean, nobody's gonna. We've been here, what, 50 minutes? Nobody's
No
gonna
one's gonna
listen to 50
Yeah,
minutes.
you're right.
So,
We should keep it concise. Next topic.
Okay, let's cut that. We're done with cats.
oh,
Now,
there's more than one podcast we're doing right now.
no, it's not like a game show where they record 4 in a day, back to back.
It's not a
That'd
bad
be
idea
Sean
though.
Locke.
Because it's going to take 4 weeks to do the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll cut it into 15-minute segments.
Yeah.
I'll have
Just cut it at
a hard
exactly
cut.
15 minutes regardless of regardless of what you talk about.
Because it's professional.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch the fail video, or do you want to talk about the fact that myself and Darkflare wipe back to front?
No, let's do fail video. I think we can let that topic stew until we've
Good,
thought of
good
some
choice
good
of
things
words.
to say about it.
Really good
I,
choice
I,
of
I'll just,
words.
I'll just go open the window pretty.
Okay. Mans has just farted, clearly.
My shit doesn't stew.
It might make it easier to pass.
I don't think so. But also, yeah, what are we doing about time?
What do you mean about time?
Well, after this video, it's going to have been an hour.
Yeah.
And what, are you cutting it down? Cutting out all the shit? The poo? But not literally, 'cause that's the best bit,
I'll
but-
upload it unlisted, and then you can bask in the glory of your own voice if you like, and if you think it's fine, then that's it.
Nobody's going to listen to an hour of us being retarded.
Judas will,
Yeah, but
which will make it be 0
Judas
listeners
is-
when he's a guest on our podcast.
yeah, everybody who listens gets to appear.
That's probably not even a bad idea. I wonder if that's been done.
What was that? Sorry, what's not a bad idea?
Everyone who listens gets to appear on our podcast.
Everyone who
Yes.
listens.
We invite, if someone wants to be a guest on our podcast, just write us a message and you'll probably get to be a guest.
What if they don't speak English?
That's
I
fine.
doubt
Well, they
they'd
wouldn't be listening, would they?
to the podcast, would they?
Do you know who I'd like?
I think at this point, I think for the next forever, I don't think we can realistically expect anyone to listen to our podcast who we don't actually know. Right?
Do you know who I'd like on it?
Who?
Donady.
Donnelly would be a fucking brilliant guest.
Yeah. Donady because he's French, but he sounds hilariously
He
French.
doesn't understand anything. He doesn't speak English.
But he is very funny at the same time.
Yeah, yes.
So Judas, obviously not Judas Iscariot, for people like Donady who will direct to this podcast to listen to it. We promised somebody else as well. Well, we want to get Donny and Bula.
Okay, alright. Yeah, that'll be good. Be like Anton Deck. Eve's Anton Deck.
Never heard them described as Eve's Anton Deck before.
Why not? Because it makes perfect
It
sense.
does make
doesn't it?
perfect sense.
Bula's even from the fucking northeast.
What, and Donny isn't?
Apparently, Donny doesn't fucking sound like he's from the northeast, does he?
He does have a bit of a northern accent.
Yeah.
North isn't the same as northeast, though.
Yeah. Speaking of other northerners, Dave and Ricky.
Yeah. Dave's from the northeast as well.
Yes, he is.
Let's get everyone.
Which
Let's
Dave?
get
Did you
everyone who we know.
Dave
from the
Tessule.
northeast as a guest.
No, not Dave. Dave.
Which Dave are we talking about?
Dave.
Dave,
Dave?
do you work with Dave?
No, not
David.
would not work, Dave. He probably wouldn't approve of the podcast. He doesn't like
Why?
he doesn't like anything.
No.
He doesn't like anything. Should we watch
Does he
this
want
video?
to start liking something?
He likes VR.
Who else do we know from the northeast? Can we get Larconis as a guest? He's from the
Definitely, that'd be
northwest. I
amazing.
think he would be a brilliant
I can do an
guest.
impression of him as well.
Go on.
Can you?
Yes, I can.
Can you do the when we have
When
one
he
of the
phones
guests,
you.
Can you just do? Can you just?
Like I did when he phones you when he's.
Okay, do the impression.
I gotta stop laughing first as well. I gotta stop smirking, otherwise I can't do it.
Hello.
Hello, Amantis.
Oh, it's you again. Are you drunk?
My girlfriend wanted me to call you. No, I didn't.
His girlfriend doesn't like me anymore because he phoned me up at one point and said my child's really ill, and I said I hope he doesn't die. And his girlfriend doesn't like me anymore. She didn't find that funny at all.
Was his kid okay?
It was completely earnest. I genuinely hoped the kid would die.
Okay, now
Okay.
literally, if the conversation literally went, "My child is ill," and the first thing you said was, "I hope he doesn't die," he might have
mean-
just had a cold, Amantis.
No, it wasn't literally.
Was he all right
I
in the
knew-
end?
Yes, of course
Good.
he was.
Good grief. It's the first thing you thought of. Should we watch this video?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, all those people we just listed, we're going to link on the podcast, so that's our entire listener base.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I've linked the
Hang on.
podcast. I don't know why I've linked it for a third time. It's still there in
The
TeamSpeak.
podcast.
The video.
The video. Sorry.
Okay. Right,
Say
I'm
when.
ready.
Audio. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Podcasts are audio, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to link these videos in the
Oh, okay.
description. But good question.
So people can manually sync them along to the podcast, much like
Much
riff
like
tracks.
we do. Yeah.
Okay.
Watch along with it.
We're almost we're like Mystery Science Theatre.
Yeah, aka riff tracks.
Okay,
Same
are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Dark.
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Karadex goes.
I mean, I couldn't have got
Was
over
he
that.
actually trying to go over
I
it, or
don't
was
know.
he trying to go under it?
I have no idea.
That's a lot of forehead.
Oh!
Fuck.
Into the TV, into the fan.
Oh. Everyone caught it.
Everyone's getting a little bit married
Oh,
next.
fuck.
He'd done all of it as well. He was
Yeah.
in.
Oh, that was a good
Ooh.
effort, though. That was a good effort.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Places not to do a flip.
If you don't know how to do a flip.
That's making it onto their album.
No.
Why has that man got a thing round his head?
Couldn't have been any more horizontal to the water. Why are kids so idiots? Why are kids so idiots?
Oh!
Oh!
Attaboy! You rock!
The wheel fell off, dude.
It did, yes. Oh, good. That's the saddest way the balloon could have popped.
Oh.
Oh! You could hear that squeak.
Imagine if
Oh.
a guy did that and they just like pulled out all their leg hairs. Oh,
Aw, I feel bad that the dog might have got its foot hit.
yeah. It's us playing slope.
It's not called slopes.
What is it called?
It's called steep.
Hill.
Oh, fuck!
Did that thing have any brakes?
Dunno. Oh, I think he twisted his ankle there.
Yeah. I think he did.
Okay. Oh!
It's better than getting your leg stuck in the springs, though.
Mm.
Is the fish gonna... That fish had, like, two
Did it
teeth.
take the camera?
I don't know, I think it just attacked him.
Mate, you pulled a willy.
Ah, fucking hell!
I'm going to Poland.
Are you?
Where are you
It's a
going?
kurwa to everyone.
Kurwa.
Krakow or Krakow,
Krakow.
depending who you are.
Krakow.
It's not called crack off.
We've got an office in
It's
Krakow.
called Krakow.
It is called Krakow.
Is he meant to be breaking? Did
No,
he
I
just
think
lose
he's
that
meant
tooth?
To not have a
Oh, he's just
Yeah.
smashed his tooth out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Kick in the dick.
What's this guy doing
Gonna punch some tea.
with his face?
Yeah.
Did you just die? Right there. Oh, fucking. Oh, I'm so upset you won't give me my refund, mate. I'm gonna pretend I've hurt myself.
Oh,
I'm not convinced by his thumbs up, dude.
No, he said thumbs down.
This is pretty comfy, actually. I'm gonna stay here.
Are we okay? I think we're dizzy. I think we got dizzy. We want more.
fall off again. Oh. Immediately doing the same thing 3 times in a row.
I think you have to lean forward to go with it, maybe, I don't know.
Is this kid gonna get shot 40 feet in the air or something? He is, isn't he? Or is he just taking a Clifford the Big Red Dog for a walk? Wonder how this is going to end.
I think he's doing what the...
Do you know what? That probably really hurts.
Probably did.
Oh, I thought that was a guy in a wingsuit for a moment. It was an elephant. Smearing up his camera. Oh no, was the elephant still...
Oh my god. This seems like a fucking disaster.
Oh.
Oh my god! Okay, I thought the other guy was gonna, like, fall off and cut himself or something.
Did you really think that a YouTube family was going to have somebody taking their own leg off visibly 10 feet
Probably
away?
not so fair,
Oh. That dog just taking an extra footballer's role at the end there.
no.
Well, I'm pretty pleased with the way this has gone, guys.
Well, we
Yeah.
could end before we listen back and it's just completely unfunny.
Yeah, or I didn't
Or
record it.
uninteresting, or anything.
All of the above.
We'll leave that up to our listener, Judas.
Yeah. I think we have to cut it down just to be considerate. It's like an hour long, dude.
So, half hour.
You should. Yeah.
And nobody said any of the banned words either.
What's an average commute to work?
Mealy mouth.
Oh no, because that would be completely useless. 'Cause people have to watch along, don't they?
They don't have to, they could just listen to us non-contextually laughing to things.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.